So good morning. I woke up this morning. It's a Saturday morning. I'm sorry, a Sunday morning. I'm still waking up. So I woke up this morning and I had a word on my heart, y'all. Like no lie. So just good morning and welcome to Keeping the G with T. I have a few updates that I want to get with. What's that? Okay. I have a few updates that I want to come through with. So first things first, I'll be discussing my weight loss journey. I'll be discussing another topic that I wanted to talk about. But anyway, so as far as my weight loss journey, I have been scheduled to have my procedure done. Um, let's see, December the 21st, and that's right at about 2 weeks from here. Today is actually the 9th. So I have been on my 2 week diet, and so far it has been really, really challenging. And today for me is only the third day. It's challenging because people don't realize that sugar is really an addiction. I was craving for sugar so bad last night, and my husband is doing everything he can to help me. And he told me, he said, baby, just go to sleep, because there was nothing else I could do. There was nothing else he could do, because what I had to remember is that I have a goal. I have a goal I'm trying to achieve. I love myself. I feel that I am beautiful. I feel that I am hippie. I feel I am curvy. I got it. But I also have to realize that I'm 5'5", and my weight is too much for my body. So where everybody is like, oh, Toy, you look fine. Your butt just big, da 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 da. And I'm just like, no, it ain't just my butt. I'm big. So I just had to come today to kind of just let you know that my weight loss is starting. And the topic it kind of goes with the weight loss journey, is that I woke up on my heart with, don't allow yourself to make excuses for yourself. Whenever you wake up, or whenever you are going on a diet, in your mind, you just like, I can't make it, or, oh, I can just make an excuse for me today because I like cookies. I'm a cookie girl. So for me to just be like, oh, everybody know I like cookies, that's putting a limitation on myself. Take the limitations off of yourself, and actually feel, the things that you can do. Like, don't make excuses like, oh, I just do that. I just do that. That's putting a limitation on yourself. That's saying that I can't do any better because I have said that that's just what I do. No, you can do better in life. And even if it's not just with food, or even if it's not just with anything, you can take that with the knowledge in anything, relationships, and workshops, anything, you can put that in. Don't make excuses for yourself. So I do realize, and I hope that a lot of you realize, that this weight loss journey, or the weight loss surgery, is not a miracle pill. You have to do some work. You have to do some work to keep it up, because if you don't, then you'll be right back where you started. And that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to live healthy lives. We're trying to be great. We're trying to, just enjoy life to the fullest. And if you couldn't enjoy life to the fullest when you were heavy, and then you lose the weight, and then you get right back heavy after the surgery, or you stretch your stomach out, it's not something you want to do, because you'll be going through the process again, and then it'll be even more depressing, because you were big, you lost weight, and now you're back big. So everybody's like, And I know a lot of people say, oh, we don't care. People say, yeah, sometimes we do, because it's one of them things where you don't care what people say, because people are gonna talk. But look how much you would have failed yourself to hear somebody say, well, oh, girl, she was big, girl. She had that weight loss surgery and got right back big. I mean, it will be hard to hear. So I'm just letting you know, if you do decide to get any type of surgery, or even if you just decide to do it yourself, it doesn't have to be surgery. Even if you decide to do it yourself, if you do not stay focused on your goal, if you do not say, okay, I know why I'm doing this, I know that I am doing this for myself. And listen, don't put anybody else's fears on you. So during this process, a lot of people been telling me like, oh girl, you can just go to the gym, you can just get in the gym and work it out. And you know what? And that might have worked for that particular person. And I'm not saying that the gym won't work, but what I had to understand, and what you will have to understand and realize as well, is that you have to do what works for you. And if just going to the gym, but you're not eating healthy, or you're not taking vitamins, or you're not getting adequate amount of sleep, or you don't realize why you're going to the gym, you're just going because you know that, okay, I'm getting bigger, but you're not changing the way you eat. You're not changing any of those things. It's just not gonna work out. And that was the thing for me. I go to the gym, I walk, I do a lot of things for my health, but eating healthy was not one of them. And I had to realize that I am not disciplined enough, and I am not strong enough to just be like, okay, I can go on this diet for 2 weeks, and I can, and then I'll be right back to doing what I was doing. And not that I'm making an excuse for myself, but just so for so many years, I've done what I wanted to do with no discipline. So I had to make myself do what I didn't want to do, you know? So I wanted to just let you know that any type of weight loss surgery, you have to go into it with the mind of, focus. You have to focus. You have to focus. You have to go into it thinking, okay, I'm doing this for me. And don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it for your man. Don't do it for your sisters, the cookout that you go to and everybody's saying that you're so big, da 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 da, or whatever they say. I'm telling you, do not do it for anybody else other than yourself. My husband loved me big. And it wasn't, me being big was never the issue. My health was the issue, and me feeling like, okay, I no longer feel like I used to feel when I got in my clothes. So I had to do something about that. I don't want to get any bigger, you know. My starting weight right now, I will share with the world, my starting weight right now is 360. And that is too big for a person that's 5'5". And I had to recognize that. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and excuse me, talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying that in relationships, when one lose weight and the other one does not, and if your husband or whomever, your spouse, they love bigger women, and so on and so forth, the relationship won't last, or it doesn't tend to last long, da 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 da. And as I told her, listen, attention and men trying to talk to me, that's a daily basis. I am not worried about, I don't know, I guess I'm not worried about who, my husband leaving for one. I'm not worried about that. I love him. I do. I love him. And I do believe that God has brought us together. But if my husband decides that he wants somebody bigger once I lose weight, then that's just when it's gonna have to be. I work every day, and I take care of my, I can take care of myself and my children. I'm not going to allow anybody else's fears to come upon me. So he knows that I'm having surgery, and he knows why I'm having surgery. And if he decides that, she's too small for me because she wanted to be healthy, and I want to get with somebody else, I cannot be upset with him about that. And I would just have to realize that he would be a weak individual to be like, oh, let me go to the next person because she's fat. Like, who does that? I'm not worried about that. And you shouldn't either. Don't worry about, oh, my man gonna leave me because he like thicker women. Listen, if you are doing something for yourself, you do not worry about what anybody else is say. I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes you have to be selfish with yourself. We always, as women, as mothers, we always give to others. We're always selfless when it comes to our children, our house, our husbands, our family. I mean, we're just always so giving and selfless. And I am going to be selfish with my weight loss. This is me. This is myself. I am not. I am not going to compromise this for anyone because I know I need to be healthy and I want to be healthy. I want to continue to look sexy in my clothes. And I know a lot of people feel like, oh, as soon as you lose weight, um, you know, oh, you gonna leave your man, or he gonna feel like you gonna leave him. Look, I turn heads while I'm big, baby. Do you understand me? I'm talking about break necks, I'm talking about I turn heads while I'm big. So attention and all that other stuff, that doesn't bother me. Maybe a woman that was, her self-esteem was low. Maybe she was bigger than maybe she was big her whole life and she's dealt with depression from being big. Maybe she may get to the point where she's like, oh, I lost the weight. I'm feeling myself now. All these niggas trying to talk to me, da 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 da. And yeah, I'm too fine to be with this nigga now. Listen, my inbox be popping. When I go out, niggas try to talk to me all the time. So that attention, that's not going to bother me. I am doing this for me. I am not doing this for people to be like, oh, girl, you look good. I'm doing this for Toya to be like, damn, bitch, you look sexy in this mirror, girl. Yes. So I had to realize that this is not going to be a journey that's going to be easy. It's going to be a lifestyle change. When I say lifestyle change, it's like I can no longer be snacking late at night. I can no longer be eating like shit I shouldn't be eating. I cannot do that. Once I decide, I either give it up, give up the food, the snacks, the sugar, give up all that stuff and live a healthier life, or I can continue to get big, eating the shit I shouldn't be eating. Even if you don't decide to have weight loss surgery, even if you decide to do it yourself, you still have to give up the shit that's not good for you. You have to. So I'm not really, this 2 weeks is very, very, very challenging. It is. But, I have to remember the goal. I just have to remember the goal. And the goal is for Toya to look and feel better and for Toya to be healthy. My husband wants a baby, and that's been bothering me. My husband wants a baby, and I also want one as well. I've had a couple miscarriages due to my weight, per the doctor say. I don't know about that because I've seen women that were way larger than me able to have children and be very successful with it. But maybe my body is just different. So I had a couple of miscarriages. I've, been through a lot with this weight thing. I mean, I really have dealt with so much. I had one of my miscarriages. The doctor was like, oh, because I have a history of blood clots. I was taking some birth control pills one day that gave me DVT, which is deep vein thrombosis. The blood clot from my leg broke off and went to my lungs and gave me a PE, which is a pulmonary embolism. And that's just that's a blood clot in my lungs. So I had a blood clot in my leg and in my lungs, which is why for a long time I was like, nah, I'm not going to do the surgery. Even though I was having menstrual issues, I was having like 3-month long periods, just a constant up and down. The imbalance of my hormones. My hormones are so imbalanced, being anemic because I bled so much during my menstrual. Just so many things, y'all. Like you have to be selfish when it comes to yourself, and everybody ain't gonna like it. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Like honestly, looking in this camera, I feel like I am so beautiful. Like that won't change. That won't change. But I will be a better version of myself. It's about to be 2019, and the bitch about to be fine. No, because I'm fine anyways. However, but I'm about to be so cute. You feel me? And you should feel the exact same way. If I can do anything to help you, just message me. You can email me or you can follow me on Instagram at Just Let Me Be Great. And you'll see all my pictures. Very confident girl. But I have to understand that my issues with my weight is not allowing me to live my fullest potential. So, every year, and maybe this is nobody else's struggles, but every year we go to the fair. I can't ride nothing at this damn fair. Why? Because my butt is too big. or I just can't fit, honestly. And you know what? I feel so bad for my husband because um, he he sticks it out. He doesn't. My husband don't complain. You know, he's like really, he's really mutual. He's just like, baby, we don't have to ride anything. I'm just like, baby, I want to ride something. I want you to want to ride something with me. Like I can't live my fullest life because there are restrictions. If I go get on the plane, I'm gonna have to buy 2 tickets. I ain't trying to buy no 2 tickets. Listen, I'm trying to have as much as money as possible for the trip I'm going on, and go like, and just dang it, and just live it. You know, live it to the fullest. I'm not trying to do all that. So, um, hot air balloons, and I mean, it was just when I finally was like, I am going to do something about my weight. My husband and I went on a 2 year anniversary for being for our marriage, and we went to Orlando, Florida, and we went to a trampoline park, and they had foam. Okay, I was at my heaviest. I was like 370 pounds. We were jumping in the foam, and my friend, she was like, come on, girl, jump in the foam, jump in the foam. I was like, know about that. I was already kind of skeptic because everybody else was struggling to get out, but I wanted to have fun. I wanted to, just enjoy my vacation, enjoy my anniversary. And I jumped in the foam, y'all. No lie. I was stuck in the foam and I could not get out. Every time I stepped up, the foam would go down to the point where everybody was gathering around the trampoline park to see the big girl that was stuck inside of the foam. That was the most embarrassing thing ever. I cried. And my friend, she was like, girl, these people don't know you. We'll never see them again. And I'm just like, but that's so embarrassing. Like, I know the small people, they struggle to get out too. But when I tell you I was stuck, I was fucking stuck. Like, for real, for real. And I finally got out because my friends, they pulled me out, like pulled me out. And it was one of those things. I was so embarrassed because it took a while to pull me out. And by this time, everybody's gathering around the park. And I'm just like, okay, yeah. So I cried at the park. And, I was just ready to go after that. I mean, who wants to stay after that? I didn't, and I'm over it. I'm really over just, not living my life to the fullest because I am large, honestly. I'm not saying nothing wrong with big girl. Listen, big girl power. I am telling you, I'm always going to be a big girl. Do you understand me? But I have to understand that I want to be a big, healthy girl. That's what I want to be. So again, don't allow anybody to put limitations on you. Take the limitations off of you. You can do this if you decide to do a weight loss surgery or just a weight loss journey, period. You can do this. You can. And if nobody else is like it, that's fine. And this situation with you is for you. You can be selfish with you. You can be selfish with you. So we not going to, worry about what nobody say. And it's a journey. Just like anything else, it's going to have its bumps in the road. But when you start looking at that scale, when you start thinking about all the stuff that, you're cleaning your body, they feeding us trash these days. Candy and sugar and, even some of the vegetable stuff that's supposed to be healthy for you. That shit is trash. We have to get a better body. We have to get cleanse our body from like the inside out, and when you look good, you feel good. Honestly, you do. So if you've been playing with this weight loss thing for a while, I encourage you. If you have any questions, I live in Georgia, but if you have any questions about the weight loss, you can reach me at LatoyaDavis71@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Snap, Simplify Wife. You can, email me, again, LatoyaDavis71@gmail.com, and ask me any questions. I'll come on here and I'll talk about it. It kind of takes me a while to come on because I don't be feeling like a lot of people watch, but that's okay. I'm doing this for my ladies. I'm doing it to help us out, and give you some of my experiences and, just here. So again, I thank you so much for listening. And I need to give my nephew a happy birthday shout out. I was supposed to do it on his birthday on the 27th of November. So I want to say happy birthday to my nephew, Briley Brown. I love you, Briley Brown. I love you, Briley Brown. So, again, thank you for watching, keeping it G with T. I love you, but God loves you more. I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you.